Today we're going to be talking about an important networking tool, your local Chamber of Commerce, and how you can get the best leads from being active in the organization. We're going to talk about how the Chamber of Commerce can really be critical to bringing you great prospects that can turn into excellent customers and eventually steady long-term support contract clients. Just what you're going to learn as part of this marketing tutorial. First of all, we're going to talk about some common misconceptions about the Chamber of Commerce. And then to counteract this idea, we're going to talk about the reality of today's Chamber of Commerce and what it can do for those particularly in professional service industries. We're also going to get into a discussion about the difference between marketing to strangers and marketing to friends and acquaintances. And then we're going to talk about why marketing to those you know, who know, like, and trust you is more effective than marketing to those that have never heard of you. And again, that's going to be kind of talking about the difference between that stranger marketing and acquaintance and friends marketing. We're also going to discuss the amount of time you should spend networking through the Chamber of Commerce and other organizations. So we're going to discuss kind of how it fits into your overall marketing activities and how much time you should be spending on it. We're going to get into a discussion of the definition of the elevator speech. So we're going to tell you a little bit about that and what an elevator speech is and how you can use it. And also, next, your elevator speech and its importance to your marketing activities. We're also going to discuss how you can deal with competitors at Chamber of Commerce events. So when you come across those other computer consulting firms that you're inevitably going to run into at these different events, we're going to talk about how you can handle working with them and being in the same areas as they are and really using their presence to your advantage. We're also going to talk about why you need to communicate your specialty as part of your unique marketing message and why being a specialist is really important to your marketing campaign and to your business. We're also going to discuss why you should get involved in your local Chamber of Commerce and then again also how you should do it and how you can get involved. We're going to also discuss how to measure the success of your organizational networking efforts and how this measurement is really going to be critical to tracking your Chamber of Commerce return on investment over time and just in general on tracking your networking efforts in relationship to your other marketing activities and the other things that you're doing to promote your business. So before you join your local Chamber of Commerce, just some minimum requirements that you need to think about. First of all, you want to go back to your business plan. Think about how you define you incorporated and how you're communicating this idea to others. So how do you create your business identity and what does your business identity mean to you and who are you as a business and as an individual computer consultant as well? You also need to know exactly what defines a good client and a good contact for your business. When you're going out and looking for people to be prospects for your computer consulting business, you really need to know the characteristics that really make them fit with your business plan and fit as good clients for your computer consulting business. Also important when you're thinking about joining up with your Chamber of Commerce is to really do some research on your local Chamber of Commerce. You need to identify who the organizational leaders are and get to know these people and get to know who they are in your community. And then also you want to know which local business owners are involved. This is going to be important as you start to look for not only your competitors, but also people that might be good candidates for future clients of your computer consulting business. You also need to put together a strong package of marketing materials, and this means basically at least a business card and a website. This is a really important concept that we stress a lot. You need to really have those marketing materials ready to go so that you can really get your different marketing activities, networking activities underway. you must have marketing collateral to help people you meet through networking remember you and put your name with your face. This is really the whole point of this face-to-face marketing, this relationship marketing, is to get people to remember you. So you really need to have this marketing collateral that helps establish your identity and really helps people get to know you and remember you. You also need to evaluate your marketing portfolio before you start to look to the Chamber of Commerce to get some good leads. So think about which other marketing strategies besides organizational networking that you're considering using, and then also which ones are you actually using. So you want to make kind of two separate lists of not only the actual strategies that you're using, but the ones that you have been thinking about using, the ones that are on your list to really try out next as you diversify your marketing plan. And then you want to think about what your methods for tracking these different marketing strategies are. So you need to really identify what you're doing currently to track your marketing efforts. And we'll get into that a little bit more, how you can particularly track your involvement with the Chamber of Commerce. So first of all, here are three pretty common misconceptions about the Chamber of Commerce. This is typically what we hear a lot from those kind of on the fence about, those computer consultants on the fence about whether or not they should join up. First of all, the Chamber of Commerce is just a bunch of old businessmen sitting around smoking cigars and patting each other on the back. It's not a friendly place for entrepreneurs of all types and ages. And this is just kind of a common misconception when people, especially those younger that are just getting into computer consulting, or those that kind of have more of have lived by a more creative credo, I suppose, are kind of really thinking about the Chamber of Commerce as kind of this really old-fashioned sort of organization that may not work with some of their ideals and values and some of the things they're trying to do with their businesses. So they think of it really as an outdated entity, and something that they don't really want to be involved with because of that. So that's our first misconception. Second one is all someone has to do is mail in your membership check and information for the Chamber of Commerce, and the leads will automatically just start pouring in. This is kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum. Somebody who thinks that really all they need to do is just join up and not really take an active role in the organization, and they'll just start immediately seeing new leads, and just by way of just having paid their membership dues. And finally, I went to a Chamber of Commerce meeting 5 years ago, stayed for 5 minutes, felt awkward, and didn't meet anyone. I'm pretty sure it's not going to help my business. There's just nothing there for me. And this one is sort of this is right in the middle of the first two, and that this is really what a lot of people think when they go, and whether or not they're good at this social networking, maybe they're not good at it, and so any event is going to be kind of uncomfortable for them. And they don't really give it a chance to develop. So this is really a common thing that a lot of people think. These three points really are often what we hear from people who just either are not interested in the Chamber of Commerce or just have the wrong idea about it. Basically, none of these conceptions is even close to accurate, so you can pretty much throw these away. And we're going to get into next the truth about the Chamber of Commerce.
Do you want more of the best, steady, high-paying computer business clients? Then sign up for free, proven computer business tips now at computerbusinesstips.com. Again, that's computerbusinesstips.com.